Assault and Pepper and have been teammates since 2021. So these are very well experienced players. Lux also actually won the first Splatoon 3 LAN held in the community in the West. And Hope has also had top placements at several events, such as Shine 2022, and second at MomoCon, which is pretty incredible. Jeff and Siren also were at GX, placed 5th. And Jeff and Siren also did Riptide last year and placed 9th overall, which is pretty cool.
That is really, really cool here. And on the side of Guess We Doin Krakens Now, which y'all might know that meme, Guess We Doin Krakens Now. It's that little conveyor belt. Y'all know. Definitely look it up. Don't look it up. But really here, I mean, one of them is in cosplay, which somebody will know who that is, maybe, perhaps in the
I
chats.
cannot quite tell from this angle, but can I just say it's another sleigh.
It's a sleigh.
I think that's a wig, and it looks so fire.
That's a good wig. And sometimes wigs, you're like, oh, like, what is that? But that's a good one. It's very luscious. Like, I wish my hair looked like that. Like, it's beautiful. Like, straight up beautiful. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about the teams, actually. Let's talk about the players themselves here. But goodness me, I mean, you already know Greguru. Oh my God, Greguru. They're about to take me off of the air already. But you already know. They're retired right now, but they are going to be expecting probably shot 52 out of them. Ali here, you already know. Tetras, that's it. Tetras, you already know. If you know, you know. They play on Geomancy. Bronze here, Heavy Edit, Ballpoint, Pencil, The Works, you know, backlines, that kind of thing. Also playing on Geomancy, so interesting to see them here. They're together. they're definitely paired up together right now, but this is a 5-person roster, which is very interesting, very fun.
Yes, I believe Roundy is the last member that's actually on stage right now. Also retired. I feel that's stay strong, soldier. Running the Zav Junior in shot, so it's giving gun energy.
It is.
Which is great. And I mean, some of the notable achievements, we recognize these names. All these players have actually been in several of these Riptides with Ichigo, who is the 5th member on the squad, who's not on stage. Ichigo is actually making his LAN debut, which is pretty awesome. And shout outs to Greg and Roundy because they're also commentating later.
Oh my goodness.
So cool.
Yay.
Oh, I love these folks. So both of these teams are going to go crazy. This is actually going to be a really high quality set where you could tell it's past, you know, just mechanics to get by. These are going to be some really strong, synergized, coordinated teams, and they're just going to go wild, Grace.
They definitely are. And I mean, Roundy, I got to give a shout outs to Roundy there. Have you ever played in a tournament online? Roundy, if yes, Roundy has probably seeded that tournament. Roundy is the resident awesome seeder here on a lot of different staff teams. So
yes.
Again, happy to see them show up. Send some love to your TO seating production staff, definitely. Shout out to the offsite staff right now for IPL,
real.
Definitely. I love those gamers, but goodness me. Mizuno, we got to talk about that first map, which I'm a fan of, Humpback Pump Track Rainmaker.
I was going to say, Grace, we're on the same page on this one.
Oh my God. Oh, high five.
High five.
Nobody saw it. Maybe you heard it.
You started doing those little twinkle things, which was so cute, but I went straight for the high five. But it's captured, so it's all good.
Everyone's like, what was that noise? Did they smack each other?
Smack each other in the face.
Yep.
But regardless, Grace, we're on the same page on this one, thank goodness. So no arguing here. We're just going to be praising endlessly because I love how saucy Humpback can get. It's so intensive, and you have to play the game so right to do well on this map because there's just pretty much one way you got to go, and you got to do it right. Honestly, going through that right side hook on that right side podium and hope for the best when you get into your opponent's court.
Definitely, but honestly, Mizuno, I've been seeing lately that a lot of people are going to that left side.
Which is also very, very spicy.
Oh, it's spicy and dicey.
Spicy and dicey. No, it is. And man, you know, these guys are experienced enough. We're going to get right on going right away. Rainmaker, Humpback, Pump Track. Looking at these comps, Grace, I think we're kind of used to what we're seeing and what the community knows these players as. So on the left side here in the green, we have the Kraken. I'm just going to abbreviate them as the Kraken team, honestly. You see some really familiar comps right here, so nothing too crazy there. And then we have Stan Miku. I'm just going to shorten them as Miku with the Gal and the Rapid Blaster, so lots of long range, which will be pretty interesting.
Indeed, indeed. No picks quite yet here. I mean, we see Ali here fishing for one here, but the junior's going to go down there on the side of Stan Miku, but their gal, they're on Krakens. They're going to go down as well, but 2 down on the side of Stan Miku is going to mean that hopefully the Krakens are going to try to make a push happen here. I mean, that pool is kind of blocking that right way entry point here, but Ali does not care. They're probably going to reslide him in. They do. Not able to get a pick quite yet, but they do get one here onto Siren, which is so, so huge, and their teammates are going to be able to crack the checkpoint because of that. But there's a flank going around in mid, though. Guru is fighting for their life here into this pit area, Mizuno, and they're going to be able to crack that first checkpoint, like I said, but they're not quite able to make a push out of it quite yet. Wait, now that I say that, Mizuno, oh, no, okay, they're going to get taken out here by Lux.
No, this is very interesting how prolonged this push is for the Krakens right now, because they just keep going. They just keep going. Finally, it's a 2-down situation, and Stan Miku finally has a little bit of room to breathe. I honestly got scared for Lux there on that pencil, because there was a couple moments where they were just isolated all by themselves on that flat area, and that got a little scary. I would have been quaking in my boots right now. But nonetheless, Stan Miku, they're good to go. 41 isn't too bad, because humpback can be pretty scary with how far you can get from these pushes. So nonetheless, we're seeing Stan Miku pop open this Rainmaker shield and getting some more paint on the ground. Ron's trying to get this pick here, unable to get anything. We see Jeff pop open these trips and trying to make some room on this right-hand side. Oh, but it's a little bit dicey right now because it's just 2 people and they're just not able to make it to the podium.
Getting a double here, Jeff, kudos to them. They're going to try to pop this Rainmaker. They'll wait for their friends to come back here after getting splatted themselves, but they haven't quite cracked this checkpoint here, Mizuno, but they're kind of ready for it. I mean, Ichigo with that, whoa, but the bubble helps them crack that checkpoint. Really, really great bubble play there from their junior, but I mean, the pencil's going to go down here, unfortunately. Jeff is like, actually, I'm going to push here with these strikes, and they, the Kraken's going to get a double there. Ichigo, my lord.
Wait, was that a triple?
I think it was. I think it was a triple, actually, with that Kraken, and they're going to completely stomp out that push there before it even started.
That was a great, fantastic special from Ichigo there. Great timing. And now the table has turned, if you will, and Bronze is putting on some really great pressure on that little, I always forget what that area is called. It's like that little shelf. I'm going to call it the shelf at this point. And that ledge pressure is so important because that prevents bombs from coming in, that prevents paint from coming in. And they just need that constant ledge practicing to kind of really exert that pressure. You see Siren here on this left side trying to battle it out and getting teammates for help, and they're able to take them down. I think that, I'm not quite sure who was that over there, but this is a really awkward back and forth situation for both of these teams right now as we see Ichigo pop open another Kraken.
Yeah, completely stampeding in through that bubble, basically nullifying it there, and they're going to get 2 down with the help of their teammates, and then Zuka's going to come out, going to get another pick. My lord, I started rapping, which nobody wants to hear right now. Really going to get another pick there onto Ichigo. This is definitely their chance to strike. Jeff's going to go down as well. They're staggering quite a, and the bomb. You already know, Junior's up. There's just going to be bombs constantly at your feet.
Exactly, exactly. Now it's just kind of a bit of a stall game right now. We see Marin for Stan Miku trying to stall a little bit, looking for an opportunity here, maybe to get a couple picks here on this cubby area. It's fighting for their life, getting support from their teammate, but not quite able to get anything just yet, just backing away the members. Here comes the Zuka trying to get some action here, trying to pick out Ichigo, and Ichigo is just able to barely escape with their life grace, and now Stan Miku is on the move.
They are, and it looks like they're threatening to take that lead, and they do. The strike's completely blocking the view. They're really, really expertly done strikes there. That whale's going to come out as well, but they're just going to try to run it there. They can get some more points, which is huge here for Humpback. But the members of Krakens, they're just kind of ready for whatever push that Stan Miku is going to be able to pull out now. They are going to drop it here, taking it into mid, but 2 friends are going to go down in the process. It's just Ichigo and this Rainmaker. They're going to have to defend them with their lives, while the members of Krakens are going to go, but my lord, another Kraken's going to come out. Guess we doing Kraken now. It's very accurate. They're going to go all the way to the pedestal here, painting a path for their friends here with the Rainmaker. But that bubble, again, quite a formidable foe here, is going to completely stop them and basically strand them here in the elbow.
Right, exactly. With Greg Brewer holding onto this Rainmaker, they kind of don't have a lot of room to work with right now. I think that's the Tetra's going down, the Rapid also going down, so guess we're doing Krakens right now. They really need a Kraken or something, but for the time being, Greg Brewer is just holding on for dear life by the clutches because Grace, this game just flew by. There's all of a sudden 10 seconds left, and they got to get going, but they decide to go for it and aren't unable to get anywhere at this time. Stan Miku pops open the Rainmaker, and it doesn't matter because they just take the game.
Oh, so unfortunate. Sometimes in those overtime situations, or rather when you're about to get into overtime, but the Rainmaker's gonna end soon, like the timer of the Rainmaker's gonna end, you kind of just have to run for it. But
Yeah.
it's really, really tough in that situation because if you run into Stan Miku there, they're just gonna be able to repop it and drop it there. Pop it and drop. Pop block and drop, Mizuno. You already know.
It's giving Hannah Montana. Or is,
Whoa.
that Miley Cyrus, technically? Pop it, lock. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. That's
No.
my brain.
No, you got it. Pop it, lock it.
Polka dot it.
Country, hip hop, hip. It's happening. Somebody in the crowd has their head in their hands right now. But I think that was Hannah Montana, cause she like did it in like the movie, right? Where she like goes to New York.
Yeah, I think
and then,
so.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Hello, New York," and then it's like, "Mrr." Yeah.
I
Somebody.
haven't seen that movie in a long time, but
Me
oh
too.
my god. Okay, point being though is that with the Rainmaker, you can't just pop it, lock it, and just go forward. You gotta hold back, but if the timer is ticking, you don't have a lot of time. It's a tough debacle to be in, and just simply guess we didn't have Krakens, more like guess we didn't have enough time.
Yeah, and they didn't have the Kraken at the time. Very unfortunate. And I
That's
mean,
true.
what really is difficult with Kraken is that you have to make sure that you're very coordinated. But your opponents there, and which we saw from Stan Miku, they knew that, and they like got all that paint in front of them, so they cut off the paint stream so
That's
that
true.
the Kraken was all the way ahead, and they were like, guys, and they turn around, and there's just a junior with the bubble too, and they really couldn't have pushed up there. But Clan Blitz, new game mode, new.
The random
New
guy
game.
cheering, just super loudly, like, yeah!
They're so excited. They love Clan Blitz on Umami Ruins, which I, myself, I'm also an enjoyer of here. But tell me about these comps a little bit, Mizuno. What's different?
I think it looks like we're seeing Guess We're Doing Krakens again are sticking to what they know. I think both of these teams are actually pretty much sticking to what they know. I think the Slosher still remains. Same junior. Yeah, I think these are pretty much the same comps unless a different skin or something. Regardless, though, oh, there's just, I just see a bunch of grayed out icons. And Ichigo comes away with 2 splats out of nowhere. And, I mean, all of a sudden, oh, that was a great pincer there by Ichigo and Grey Guru on Marin. So, I mean, this is a great setup right now for Guess We're Doing Krakens right now because they popped open a Kraken right now and with the Zuka to make some room for the basket, but they're not fruitful in their efforts at this time to get a couple of kills there.
Yeah, and I mean, the members there of Stan Miku kind of realized that, again, they were like, let's disconnect this Kraken from the rest of their teammates there. That Zuka did come out to support them, but the teammates just weren't able to go there. Very, very unfortunate, but it looks like Stan Miku's going to be able to make a push of their own right now. As you know, that junior, again, they have that bubble ready. You've got to be ready for it to pop, and they do. Siren, again, amazing bubbles coming out from them right now.
These bubbles are very crucial for maintaining oh my goodness, the sustainability of a push, but never mind. Spot bombs can just ruin the whole thing for it. Why don't they? Nonetheless, though, with a couple members down, it looks like Guess We're Doing Krakens now.
Oh.
They're going to be trying to make a push there. Oh my God, Grace, we had a DC.
On land. Oh, nothing can stop Nintendo. You already know. The train, it's rolling.
So
But-
everyone has stopped, pretty much everyone has stopped playing right now, which is a great call. This is what experience does. So I think they're waiting, they're trying to get some communication.
Yes, okay.
Smart, very smart from both of those teams to kind of, especially the disconnected team. What was that? Blue, that was Stan Miku.
Yes.
So this is so interesting. I was having a conversation with someone earlier about this because there was another DC on one of the random stations over there. What DCs in lands are very uncommon, but they can happen. One case, which I'm going to warn you all right now, this is very important for anyone playing on a LAN. You cannot slam your desk and pop the switch out of your dock.
You can't be excited.
No, you cannot get too excited. You can get very excited, but not to the point where you pop the switch off your dock. That will DC you. Unfortunately, I've seen many a time at collegiate events that happen, and it just ruins it. It's like at a crucial moment, you slam your desk, and then all of a sudden, you're disconnected, and you lose the match you thought that you had. I'm bringing out some really horrible memories. But anyways, that's one way it can happen. The second way, I do not know, and that's what happened here, I'm assuming. I'm assuming no desks were slammed, but we have our lovely production folks taking a quick look at it right now. Grace, if you were a tech nerd, what do you think would cause a DC?
I mean,
come up with something, pull it out of a hat.
there was a burnt wire apparently.
Oh,
So
that's true.
maybe one of these wires was just a little bit, they were stressing out. They were like, I don't like Clam Blitz. I'm going to DC you now.
They wanted to get out of that situation.
They were like, I'm sick and tired. I'm not going to transmit this Clams match anymore. I'm not going to let you see it anymore. But, I mean, hopefully they're going to be able to figure it out here. It looks like they're going to be getting back into the lobby swiftly. Shout-outs to our lovely production folks especially. But, I mean, it's got to sting a little bit, but at least definitely if you're on the side of Guess We Doin Krakens Now, you're like, all right, what went wrong there?
Yeah. No, this is a really interesting opportunity for both of these teams, right? Because the LAN and comp experience, you saw at least we saw, everyone collectively stopped. I saw a couple people on, I think Let's Go, We're Doing Krakens. I think a couple that put their hands up, like we aren't doing anything. Like we're not touching anything. Like it's not us.
Yeah.
You know, which was very smart of them to do because it's kind of like it sets the grounds for like, okay, we see DC, we're stopping playing. That means the match can stop and you can go back. If you play the match all the way through, it's set in stone. You can't just walk back from that. A match was complete at that point. So now, like you said, both of these teams have a really cool opportunity, or maybe not so cool, depending on your point of view, to go back and recalibrate. They still have to play the same weapons because that's what they started with. But what adjustments, what micro adjustments do you make? Do you change? Do you alter your open? Do you alter positioning when you start? Do you think you're going to come out a little bit more aggressive or more reserved? Are you going to focus on paint? Or are you going to focus on splats? That's what these teams are going to try to weigh on a little bit here as they get resituated with our tech issues.
Definitely. And I mean, when this happens to me personally, when I'm competing, I'm immediately like, okay, I should rethink my opening, unless we were like in the lead or something. But I'm always like, okay, well, something didn't go right there. So like if I'm definitely like Siren there on the junior, I can relate to you. I can relate to you, sister, my junior sister. But definitely like, how can I be supporting my teammates more? And then for the Slayers here, it's like, where should I have been poking? Because it didn't go well that first time.
I totally hear you. And we're going to see how those micro adjustments play out as we go back, run it back, baby, on this Umami Clam Blitz map mode. We see Ichigo coming out the gate on this left side on this secured area, trying to maybe create a pinching opportunity here. Bronze on top, but no, it's Mara going to come out on top looking for a pick, looking to get a second one. And two members of Guess We're Doing Krakens Now. Make that three members of Guess We're Doing Krakens Now are down. And this is a great situation for Stan Miku after that unfortunate DC.
Again, in this positioning, again, that bubble's going to come in. But I think that was another Zuka's going to be able to take out that Zuka, which is going to be really, really huge in delaying Stan Miku here. But Siren's like, no, I have a lot of clams. Also, I'm just so cool. I'm going to try to get another pick here. Is not going to be able to get the pick there onto Ali. Junior moment, if I've ever seen one. Ichigo on these famous Krakens like you've been seeing. Guess We're Doing Kraken Now right now is going to get taken out right after it finishes, though, here, Mizuno. And, I mean, we're looking at a pretty similar opening so far, but just a little less of a lead kind of grab right now.
Right, so now they're a little bit more reactive in how defensively they want to play, right? They know exactly where to target their specials and what positions. But, oh my gosh, Guess We're Doing Kraken Now's got two great kills. Ali with the Reef Slider coming in, looking to get another pick, but is unsuccessful. Jeff putting a huge stop to that push from Guess We're Doing Krakens Now and preventing them from getting any more points. So really great defensive effort there with a couple of clutch picks from Jeff. And now it looks like Stan Miku is back on the mid area looking to get some ground back that they lost from earlier.
Indeed, but I mean, Guess We Doing Krakens Now. They're like, all right, guess we doing Whale now. And they're going to be able to push up with that. They're marked. The chip damage is going to be able to get Bronze a pick there. And Ichigo again. Guess We Doing Krakens Now. They're going to pop this Kraken trying to take out Jeff, and they manage to get it, though. And they're waiting. They're hesitating a little bit so that they don't get disconnected from their team. It's these micro little changes that they're making that are really going to help them make a really good push here.
And Ichigo also adjusting with the Kraken, too. I think previously they just kind of went for that block area, but the second time around they went to specifically that circular pad earlier that's like behind next to the basket. So like you keep saying, these micro adjustments are huge, and the little things that they're doing with the slight pauses, the different decision making is huge for both of these teams, and that's why we're such in a different situation versus that first game. And already Marin with this Trizuka trying to get a pick. With the help of their teammates, they're able to take down Ali on those Tetras, and we're back to playing a little bit of a stalled game. But Stan Miku does have they have more cards to work with because they have two pity clams, and that is a lot.
And that pencil as well has some amount of clams that I cannot count right now, Mr. But needless to say, they are ready to make a push. Like you were just saying, that Kraken again is going to adjust to try to go into that bubble. But they're 2 down here on the side of Stan Miku. They still have their power clams. They're juggling them around, trying to make something happen. But the girl, I see you there with that power clam, is going to try to sneak up here, try to make something happen. But they're struggling a little bit. I was going to say they almost got that in, but it looks like they just kind of need a bit more pressure to be able to get the members of Stan Miku out of their basket area to be able to make another push. But guess We Doin Krakens Now don't need to push necessarily. They still have the lead.
They do have the lead, but they have to be careful though, because that the punishment that they have with the penalties, I forgot the word for penalty for a second there. The penalty ticks that they have to wind through first is going to be really important, right? So that's something that to be very considerate of in the next minute and a half, because these clay matches can go by quick. 2 specials online for Guess We Doin Krakens right now. They're looking to make a push here. Here comes the Reef Slider to kick things off for a pick. Unsuccessful though. And here comes the Trizuka, here comes the Killer Whale. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink to get people out, and they finally are able to get 1 pick. So Grace, I'm not sure if that was like the right moment to get things going. They're still trying, they're just still trying.
Indeed, and I mean, Ichigo here with this Kraken really pushed up once again, but their teammates left in the dust there a little bit by that basket, not able to make anything happen here. Like the jumps are coming in, and again, they're sustaining their already pretty good lead right now, but less than a minute left. This is where things really start to heat up here, Mizuno, and I mean, the members of Stan Miku are capable of making that push. They have that power clam already there, Siren holding it, and it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to pull it off.
Right, because if I do the girl math correctly, 20
yeah.
points is a ball, right? With 1 ball, they're able to wind through all of their penalty points for Stan Miku, and that means they're going to need a handful more clams after that. So they don't need to build a lot of things. Here goes there's the girl math going into play. They only need maybe a couple more to count things in. Here they come. They just need literally 1 more to take the lead.
No way.
They literally just need 1 more, but no one's holding out to the clams. It's just Lux and Marin. Is Marin able to make it? No, it's just Lux. Lux is against Lux, and he can't get to the mass. He can't get to the clam in time. Oh my God, and just by a hair. Oh wait, I'm sorry, they're still overtime. They're still overtime. Oh my God, overtime is still in place, but they have to hurry up because they are running out of time. There's just no time.
There really is no time, and the Kraken here from Ichigo is going to be able to hold them off a little bit. Siren here is going to get taken out, unfortunately, and there's just no time left for this overtime. That Kraken, so crucial. Guess We Doin Krakens Now really helped them in that game. Their coordination there, they were updating kind of their tactics. They were adapting, and that's really, really crucial here. So, I mean, kudos to them there.
Yes, indeed. Especially we talk about Ichigo and the playmaking that they're doing with the Kraken, making some of those micro adjustments from that DC match to this match was very crucial. And that's going to help, you know, that helped Guess We Doin Krakens Now secure the game. And man, just Stan Miku, literally, you saw Lux fighting to get that clam. They were like hopping, skipping, juking, and jiving, and they just could not get to it. And see, it was so close. Like this is the type of high quality matches that you can get at Riptide, and the intensity. Oh, it's delicious. It's so good.
No, it was amazing. And I mean, you could feel the hype. You could feel like everyone's breath, like they were holding their breath, and they were like,
I was.
Oh my God, the
I almost passed out.
Listen, I do not want that to happen. Then I'll be IYAP, and then you be INAP. We'll be together. That's really good.
We could swap in between, depending how intense the matches get.
Yeah, just like pass the baton, just tap out. You already know. But game 3 here, everybody's favorite counter pick, if you will.
Yeah, I love Inkblot. I'm like an Inkblot fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I just like it a lot.
It's really, really fun, and I feel like it really caters to very aggressive comps as well.
It does.
So that makes it very interesting, too. But Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy, it is gorgeous. It is a very nice map. I am an art kid myself a little bit, film a little, so I'm a fan. I'm happy to see it here, and like I said, everybody loves it. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
It is a little white bread. I won't get into the bread puns, gamers. I won't. Not this time, but not that it's stale, but everyone knows kind of what to do on this map mode.
Exactly. So it's like, how do you challenge yourselves further? Like, what do you have to do to kind of get over the edge against your opponent, right? Both of these teams are incredibly experienced, well-versed on this map mode combo. They know exactly what to do, how to tackle the objective. So it's like, how do you challenge yourself to go even further? So we're going to see that play out here in our third game. This match is tied 1 apiece between Guess We're Doing Krakens Now and Stan Miku. And we're going, as we're getting into things, we actually see the ballpoint coming out instead of the pencil from Lux. So that's exciting. And Siren also switched over to the NZAP instead of that Junior.
Listen, I mean, that's really going to cater good to supporting their teammates there and going to be able to take fights herself there. NZAP, much more self-sufficient there, but Stan Miku's already going to go 1 down. Ali is going to be able to get a really, really good pick here, and they kind of already want to push up with this tower. They're being very aggressive, which caters themselves well here. Whoa. You already know TC Inkling is all about that aggression here, Mizuno.
This is incredibly aggressive. I actually love it. This is a great pitching opportunity with Ichigo and Bronze able to get a really nice pick, I think, which is fantastic. A great playmaking opportunity. Grace, I blinked, and all of a sudden, they're almost done with this checkpoint. Like, what just happened?
And they are actually done with that checkpoint, but they're going to be 2 down. Not too shabby of a first push. Again, TC Inkling is very similar to like Rainmaker, where it's like, is this lead safe or is it not? And you know what? Guess We're Doing Krakens Now. They're like, you know, I don't think this lead is safe either, so we're going to keep pushing it. They're inching that tower, they're tapping it so that it stays by that second checkpoint, which is really, really smart here, even if they're not able to make a push. But, oh, that Kraken isn't able to do much. Ichigo here, but with the help of Bronze, hopefully he's going to be able to get a pick with that Zuka as well. They are pretty much backed up there on the side of Stan Miku. Somebody might be trying to go for a flank here, Mizuno, because that might be their only hope.
Oh, but I saw the X mark out. They did get splatted though, so they didn't get the chance. And that was some great playmaking by Bronze there. Bronze did not get any picks in that moment, those past 20 seconds. But you know what they did? They stiff armed. They pushed them away and forced someone to go take a flank. And all of a sudden, we're down to 4 points. And there's the Kraken on the tower. And all of a sudden, whoa. That was like chef's kiss. That was so good.
That was really, really impressive from there, from Guess We Doin Krakens Now. And again, they are doing Krakens now and all the time. It's really, really impressive. And I mean, kind of what you were talking about there, which was a really good move, was that they understood that getting the splat onto your enemy doesn't necessarily always mean, like, that's not the only way that you can get them out of the fight. If you push them back, if you push them into a disadvantageous place for them to be, a position, then that in of itself is getting them out of the fight even more than getting that pick on them.
So well said. No, that was like...
Oh, wow.
No, that was perfect.
I think I took that from my coach, but yeah.
You have a great coach then, because I mean, these are, you know, some really high quality, like, top players who know what's going on, and they know how to like recognize that. It's really difficult to like recognize that instead of just being selfish and going for the splat.
Yeah.
It's to be like, well, I mean, we could just push them away. We put them in a disadvantageous spot. We could just push them away and force them to make a move that they didn't want to. Whoever dropped down there to, you know, go make that flank like you called out, I don't think they wanted to do that, because that's probably one of the worst times to flank, because you're leaving your teammates behind in a vulnerable spot. So I mean, just great playmaking from Guess We Doing Krakens. There, Guess We're Winning. Guess we got the game. But Stan Miku, they're still in this. Like, that could have been a fluke and just like a switch happened for Guess We Doing Krakens Now. But we're heading to splat zones, which I believe. Who won the first one? I'm trying to remember. Or we have not played zones yet on this map, on this series.
I don't think we did, because
we have not.
We have not. Rainmaker then Clams.
We did Rainmaker then Clams. So we're setting into neutral with zones. Only a couple of quick adjustments here that we're seeing from both of these teams. I see a splash from Grey Guru instead of the classic spotter shot. And Lux is back on pencil now. So a couple quick adjustments. But oh my God, Grace, I'm not paying attention. 2 down. Tell me about it.
That was a really, really interesting opening there, Mizuno. I mean, it was kind of a moment where Guru was like, all right, I'm going to get these strikes. But the members of Stan Miku noticed that. They recognized that they were kind of in a 3v4 situation because that one teammate was farming their special. So they kind of collapsed in on the members of Guess We're Doing Krakens Now. And now they will be needing to do a Krakens Now to probably get back into the zone. But Ali here with that Reef Slider at the ready, kind of sitting here, but they're going to get taken out before they can use it. But the strikes are coming out. Again, that Kraken's coming out. They're getting huge pick on Zyron here in that zone. Zyron, hello, Siren here, and a huge pick onto Jeff as well. They are pressuring the members of Stan Miku back, and Lux here for dear life is also going to get taken out. My lord.
Ichigo making a really great play, getting 3 picks off of that technically with the 2 of the Kraken and then 1 with the Gao to follow up with that main weapon. Delicious. Nonetheless though, we guess we're doing Kraken now has the zone back in their flavor. They got to start winding that clock down because these are very scary situations and they got to get down as many points as they can before Stan Miku comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah, and I mean, Ali, they're not able to get out their Reef Slider just in time either. And 2 down on the side of Guess We're Doing Krakens now. Mizuno, my lord, that Kraken's going to come out, trying to contest the zone, going to get a huge pick on Marin here, and try to get another pick there onto Jeff, which is so huge here. The members that are still up on Stan Miku are very vulnerable. Those strikes are coming out as well, and they're staggering like crazy, Mizuno. And Marin here is going to be able to jump out. Very smart decision from them. But the whale's coming out, but they are going to go 1 down here on the side of Kraken, so it's got to be all about that lockout. How are they going to get out of it? And it looks like they're going to be able to because the member, did somebody just fall?
I think someone just fell. I think that was Ali on that Reef Slider. I'm gonna poke her on that later. But anyways, back to this game. Stan Miku's back on the zone, but they have a lot of penalty points to take through. Both of these teams do, honestly. So they really have to take advantage of these lockout situations, and they really cannot falter. Thankfully, Stan Miku right now doing a really good job of doing just that, able to get 2 really good picks, make that 3 really good picks. And Grace, this is dangerous for Guess We Doing Krakens right now because they're staggered. Their respawns are staggered right now, so they gotta find a way to regroup and regroup fast.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing what was just done to them here. Again, that is kind of the name of the game. On Barnacle and Dime, a huge pick onto Bronze. Ali finally able to pop their Reef Slider in peace, gonna get a huge pick onto Lux, and they are pressuring the heck out of their stack here. They're pinching the members of Stan Miku together as a team, which really goes to show their coordination here on the side of Stan Miku. Very impressive. They are gonna have to jump out a little bit here, kind of give them the zone so that they're able to come back stronger and retake it when they can.
It's incredible. I mean, both of these teams have been so well synergized, and that's why this game right now is so close, especially since Stan Miku is fighting to stay in this best of 5 right now. So they are doing everything in their power to remain in this set alive. Finally, though, we have the penalty points winding down for Guess We're Doing Krakens now, and they're doing their whatever they can to get back the lead, which they do. They have taken the lead back into their favor just in the nick of time, right as Stan Miku is tossing everything in the kitchen sink at that zone.
Indeed, and I mean, but the members here of the Krakens aren't really giving up their really advantageous positions here. They're not backing up. They're not giving Stan Miku that room that they desperately want here. The strikes are going to come out here from Greguru. Again, going to be able to put a little bit of pressure here onto Stan Miku here, but they aren't really able to push up with it quite yet here, Mizuno. Ali's going to get taken out, unfortunately. That's one of their initiation specialists that's going to be off for this push.
Right, exactly. Ichigo is putting in the work yet again, able to get 1 pick. Are they able to get 2? They lurch forward and they can't quite get anything. They kind of got stuck by the wall there, and sometimes that happens, but they got to hurry up quick because the clock is winding down. It's just 2 members left, and just at the nick of time, that could have not come any sooner. Guess We're Doing Krakens now was able to flip back the zone in their favor and tack on a bunch of penalty points for Stan Miku.
Yeah, and that is a fat sum of penalty points there, Mizuno. But really, I mean, the members of Stan Miku here are getting zoned into that little area of their spawn down there. Oh my goodness, it's going to be tough for them to come out of here. As I say that, though, they are going to get a really nice pick here with that Zuka. They're together, they're coolered up, and they have a little bit of breathing room to be able to get that zone back, but the strikes here, Greguru, perfectly timed, going to be able to stop the members from coming back into the zone, but they're painting it by themselves.
Oh my God.
They're not able to hear the crowd, and the crowd goes wild, but they're not able to get the zone there. Or rather, they're not able to get the lead there on the side of the Krakens. Stan Miku, it's looking good for them. They're 3 down, and they hold the zone there. No overtime.
I thought Great Guru was going to time those trips perfectly.
Me too.
We both saw that stagger, and I was like, oh, Great Guru was making a really good call there. Started just chucking them right away, trying to stagger them to kind of put up mini walls in a way. But no, Stan Miku did not fall for it. They were able to kind of play the waiting game and just surge at the right moment. And guys, we got ourselves a set.
Oh my lord.
Oh my God.
2-2.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like softly doing because I don't want to like enact the curse of like slamming the desk.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? That would be really,
we
can't even commentate. We have to like look over their shoulders. We can't see what's
That would be terrible. We do not want that happening here. But anyways, I digress. This is a set race. I literally cannot ask for more. I am salivating. This is so good.
Oh, listen. I'm always happy to see some Rainmaker action as well. I mean, you can see both of these teams right now. They are locked in. They're gamer posing. They're in that position. Hopefully not too hunched over. I myself am very susceptible to doing that. It's my curse. It's not good. But Scorch Gorge, Rainmaker, Mizuno, Game 5. Rainmaker as a Game 5. That is dicey so and spicy.
So here's the thing. This is momentum right now, you could argue, because Stan Miku, I think, won the first Rainmaker game.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. And then they're coming off a really good Barnacle and Dime win off of zones. So they kind of have a little bit of momentum playing into their favor right now. And they could definitely utilize that as like, oh, wow, you know, we're coming back into this. We were down the set 2-1, and now we're swinging it into our favor like a pendulum. So this is where things are going to get really saucy for both of these teams, honestly, because I guess we're doing Krakens now. They thought they were really secured, but now they got to, you know, still be on their toes and be ready to go.
Listen, guess we're doing Rainmaker now. And again, I'm a big fan of Scorch Gorge. I think it's very beautiful. Who knows where it is, those weird drip castles. Anyways, but really here, we're looking at very similar comps coming out from both of these teams as well. Happy to see Siren sticking on this junior for this game as well. But this opening is going to be very, very telling of the rest of the game. Rainmaker, it can go so quickly here, Mizuno. So who's going to get that pop first? And I missed it, actually. So we'll never know.
I see a lot of blue playing, so it looks like Stan Miku likely were able to get it, just judging by the paint surrounding the Rainmaker at this time. And, I mean, Stan Miku's, they're already coolered up. Shout out to the soda. And they're getting things going, but not if Ichigo has said anything about it. They're able to get a really nice pick on the Marin there. I don't think Marin was even noticing that. I mean, I was barely paying attention to that one. But I mean, guess we're doing Krakens now, just coming in with like fervor right now. They're just storming right into this base right here. Here comes Ali onto that mass area. I mean, I can't stop talking. There's just 3 down, and this is just happening all so fast.
And they're still able to stop that Rainmaker there. Ichigo is like, I can 1v1 anyone. You already know. They're here right now with Jeff, still fighting in mid, and Jeff's going to get that upper hand. You already know that slosher, that curved shot. Really, really well done from them. But it's really got to be about knowing who to pick off at the right time. There we saw in that opening there. Marin, that lost them their snipe rider, that pencil player, so that was a really, really smart pick there at the get-go. Siren's going to get taken out as well. No junior for that paint, that bubble as well, those bomb spams. Jeff going to be able to pop other strikes here, but that whale coming out from Krakens is going to kind of cancel them out a little bit. Like neither team's going to be able to push up here Mizuno quite yet, but they're trading out 1-on-1 once again. That Zuka has 1 more shot, 2 more shots. They don't quite get a pick though. Ichigo here on that Kraken is like, Jeff, I see you, and they get them.
I mean, these are credible plays by both of these teams, just like they're tit for tat right now, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I digress though, because I guess we're doing Krakens is coming back into this already. They're trying to get through this first podium. Ali trying to make some moves here, trying to get something, but doesn't get bombed out, but falls down to Siren on that junior there, which is a pretty nice, yes, on that junior there. So that was a really important play there, because letting Ali lose there is going to be huge, and preventing that is very crucial at this point in time.
Yeah, and I mean, it just goes to show how close both of these teams are right now, Mizuno. I mean, that bubble's going to pop from Siren. Really, really well done. Going to be able to defend their little choke point area here, but 2 down are going to go down on the side of Stan Miku here. Mizuno, this is kind of their moment, and as I say that, it's going to get reset. That Rainmaker Bronze here, picking Lux, is going to be able to get that huge pick onto them there. That is so crucial in helping them push up right now. That whale's going to come out. Ichigo's already in their spawn once again with that Kraken as always. But they're going to get taken out before they can really pass that checkpoint once again. It is a very low-scoring game so far. Stan Miku not even really touching the Rainmaker yet. But maybe this is going to be their chance, because the Krakens are 2 down, Mizuno. It's like about 2 minutes left into this game here, and this is for all the marbles. These teams are tied up.
Exactly. This is going to be a really crucial 2 minutes here. And both of these teams are just neck and neck right now. You can kind of see some of these like dynamic players really coming in. I remember Bronze earlier on the Rapid just creating these really good opportunities to come help their teammates. And we just need to see more of that from both of these teams as we're heading into the final minute 40 so seconds. 2 members going down though on Stan Miku is not ideal though, as Ichigo has let loose the Kraken. Trying to find another pick, but it's just helped create more room for Guess We Doin Krakens Now. Mirren also getting a really good pick on Ali. Oh my gosh, there was a Zuka trade there, which was really crazy to witness. And but just, gosh, all this back and forth is just not yielding any results right now for Stan Miku, and they got to get something going here soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's really heating up right now, Mizuno. I mean, it's basically a minute left. Again, these teams are neck and neck. The cooler, it's up. They're coolered up Siren right now. They're trying to make something happen, but again, they haven't really been able to touch this Rainmaker. Although the Krakens, their lead isn't that big here, they're not letting the members of Stan Miku make any kind of a push happen. I mean, the mid is kind of looking to be blue paint there for Stan Miku, but hopefully they're going to be able to make something happen. I see Ali there on that flank. They are going to be able to get one taken out, 3 down on the side of Stan Miku there. That Rainmaker Lux surviving for their life. And they're going to get taken out here, Mizuno, again. I keep bringing up the time, but it is ticking down right now. And if you are Krakens, you're like, we need to make some kind of a good push here, because if overtime hits and our lead is only to 67, it can get really, really dicey.
It can, and you're so right to point that out. Like, time is not in anyone's favor right now, and especially for Stan Miku. They only have a push left. Great Guru is holding on to the Rainmaker right now, and they are doing their best to stay away. They are unsuccessful, though. Jeff is able to get a really crucial trade there to keep the hopes alive for Stan Miku. And Stan Miku's got to get the paint going, and they have got to move, because this is their push. This is do or die right now for this set. There's a lot of blue paint on the map right now, but Ichigo does have that Kraken, so they have to take out that Kraken and keep Siren safe, because Siren is holding onto this Rainmaker right now as they are slowly moving in. Here comes the trips. Here comes the Kraken. The Kraken is going straight for Siren. Siren is literally fleeing from the scene, but they're going to get pinched by Ali and the Kraken, and there's the game!
Oh my gosh, Mizuno, as soon as I saw Ichigo, I was like, oh Lord, Siren, you've got to run. And she did a really, really great job there. Really great Rainmaker maneuvers. And again, that was such a low scoring game from both of these teams. They were feeling each other out for a long time, and nobody wanted to make a bad move as to sacrifice this set there. The fist bump, always gotta love it. But Mizuno, that was a really great set.